Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Get ready, because the mystery surrounding Cat and Abigail's story may be hiding one of the most mind-bending twists Salem has ever seen. The team here at TV Days Drama Digest is thrilled to bring you an exclusive dive into this gripping storyline. Could Cat actually be Abigail in disguise? Buckle up, as we peel back the layers of this shocking tale that's left fans on the edge of their seats. For those who haven't been keeping up, Cat has been impersonating Abigail as part of a dark plan orchestrated by the one and only Clyde Weston. It seemed like everything had fallen into place. Cat was revealed to be Cat Grease, the estranged daughter of Catharia, a name only whispered in Salem's darkest corners. But as the mystery around Abigail's fate deepens, it's becoming increasingly unclear if Cat's story is as straightforward as we've been led to believe. Is she really Cat Grease, or could she, against all logic, actually be Abigail herself? This revelation would change everything. Chad, desperate to find answers, recently went to see Cat, determined to figure out the truth about Abigail's whereabouts. When he confronted her, he discovered that she didn't know, or claimed she didn't know, where Abigail's body was. Suspicion gnawed at him, and he knew he'd have to turn to the one person who might know more than anyone else, Clyde. However, there was a problem. Clyde had recently made a daring escape during his appeal hearing, vanishing from Salem just as Chad needed answers most. Then, something shocking happened. Chad received a call from an unknown number. When he picked up, he heard Clyde's sinister voice on the other end, cutting through the line like a knife. With an unsettling calmness, Clyde presented Chad with a grim offer. He'd reveal what was left of Abigail, but only if Chad was willing to meet Clyde's dangerous demands. As Chad tried to process what he was hearing, Clyde explained his terms, cloaked in manipulation and mystery. If Chad wanted to reunite with Abigail, he would have to do something first. Clyde's conditions were cruel and calculated. Each demand seemed to be crafted to push Chad to his breaking point, testing his loyalty, his resolve, and his love for Abigail. For Chad, the agony of this ultimatum was almost unbearable. He was still reeling from Abigail's loss, yet here he was, pulled back into a game of cat and mouse orchestrated by Clyde. The pain and fury he felt toward Clyde mingled with a desperate hope. Could this possibly mean Abigail was still alive? Meanwhile, Steve Johnson had started to notice Chad's strange behavior. Always perceptive, Steve sensed that something was wrong. He asked Chad what was going on, but Chad, torn between loyalty to his friend and the pressure from Clyde, could barely bring himself to speak. But Clyde, overhearing their conversation, took this as his cue to tighten the noose. His chilling final instruction was that, if Chad agreed to his terms, he should respond by telling Clyde to go to hell. In a voice both defiant and filled with despair, Chad managed to say the words, "Go to hell." It was an answer that seemed to please Clyde, who laughed coldly before ominously promising to be in touch with more details soon. As Clyde disappeared from the line, Chad was left grappling with the implications of their conversation. Clyde's influence over this entire situation was undeniable, yet the question haunting Chad, and everyone else in Salem, remained: could Cat somehow, against all odds, actually be Abigail? Fans can only imagine the impact this revelation would have on Salem. If Abigail has been alive, disguised as Cat, it would mean that Clyde's manipulation goes deeper than anyone could have guessed. Imagine Chad's reaction, the man who has mourned his wife, suffered countless sleepless nights, and moved heaven and earth to avenge her. And what about the Hortons and the Demaris, who have held on to Abigail's memory as a beacon of love and loss? This shocking twist would turn their worlds upside down, reopening wounds that never fully healed. And then there's Cat herself. If she truly is Abigail, that would mean she's been living under a false identity, perhaps manipulated or even brainwashed by Clyde. She may have been kept from her family and loved ones, forced to adopt a new persona, all while watching from the sidelines as her husband and family grieved for her. The psychological torment she must have endured would be unimaginable, and her return, if it happens, would be an explosive event in Salem. Imagine the fallout, Chad's devastation, the horror felt by the people of Salem, and the utter chaos that would ensue. Those who thought they'd lost Abigail forever would be forced to confront the reality of her existence, while Cat, torn between her two identities, would be left to pick up the pieces of a shattered life. And at the center of it all is Clyde, the puppet master, a man so devious that he's managed to manipulate everyone into believing his narrative. This storyline could mark a new era in Salem's history. We're on the edge of one of the most intense plots Days of Our Lives has ever seen, with layers of deception, betrayal, and heartbreak. If Cat truly is Abigail, then the people of Salem, along with fans worldwide, will need to brace themselves for a seismic shift. But if she isn't, then what could Clyde's endgame possibly be, and why would he go to such lengths to keep Abigail's fate under wraps? So, Days fans, what do you think? Is it possible that Cat has been Abigail all along, or is this just another cruel game from Clyde? As we await the upcoming episodes, we can only speculate about what's in store. Salem's future is as uncertain as ever, and this twisted mystery is far from over. Stay tuned, because we're about to witness a story that could redefine Salem's legacy. Tell us your theories in the comments below. Do you believe Cat is really Abigail? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.